I was talking to some of our Twisted Axle Car Club guys, and they had a couple boo-boos over the years, a couple things happened to their cars and whatnot. And they actually took it to another friend of mine, Ron's, and they're like, you got to check out Ron's work. You should go down to his shop and talk to him. So I'm sitting here at Hamilton Chevrolet in Warren, Michigan, and it's crazy. They're kind of taking on a new endeavor here. Ron's always done, some side work and helped people out and things when they've had problems, but Hamilton Chevrolet is actually getting into more of the restoration game. They'll do all sorts of different things. So we're going to spend some time with Dan and Ron, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the projects they got going on. So what's going on, guys? Doing all right?
What's happening?
All right, not too much, man. So I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, and man, you guys got a lot of stuff going on.
We do.
Sure.
We do.
It's crazy. So let's just start here, man. What do we got going on?
78 Trans Am.
Okay.
Wants it as close as possible to original. So it came in for minor dents and a few other things, and now we're putting everything we got into it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice car. We have a company that we partnered with, Premier Sandblasting.
Okay.
They actually came out and did dry ice blasting on this Trans Am.
Okay.
It removes the tar, the grease, some of the caulking, but leaves the original paint underneath it and in the wheel wells and everything like that. It is by far the coolest sandblasting I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see it in person, but I see the nice, so they did it underneath here where this blue is?
So this car, I guess it's a 78, so in 79 they probably had it Z-barred back in the day.
Sure.
I couldn't even get to the bolts to take the hinges off because there was so much Z-barred on it. And they came out, there's no dust, no nothing, it falls right to the ground, they clean up after themselves, and that's what you end up with.
It just evaporates?
It's very nice, very nice
So Dan,
stuff.
when it comes time to do like drivetrain types of things, engine, trans, you can do all that stuff in-house?
Pretty much everything. I've been a master mechanic since the late 90s, so
cool, man.
I like this kind of stuff. Really, it interests me. I like the old cars. I mean,
but you said, so dry iced here, right?
oh yeah, all this, it just flaked off. That's the original paint from them coating.
From 78, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the wheel wells, the cowl.
Man, I'm impressed with that, for sure.
This is John, our painter.
How you doing, John?
Hello.
He's been painting cars
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
years and years and years. He's been
Okay.
doing this for a very long time.
Wow.
So
I mean, pretty much whatever the customer wants, right?
it's exactly what we do. I have certain ways I want to do it, he does, and we all do. But if my customer says, don't pull the glass, or I don't want this done, we do what they want instead of having that little bit of a conversation.
You can make recommendations. And
I
things,
do,
right?
100%.
Like, I see something here.
100%.
Right? But but I understand sometimes on restorations, you may try to save a little bit of money.
Yep.
Right? Or it looks good enough or whatever.
Yep.
And I know you're a perfectionist and you're going to do your best. But really, really cool that you got all this in-house.
Thanks.
And you're
Yeah.
able to do it.
Yep. Yep.
Alone, like a whole new drivetrain and everything.
No.
Okay.
It's keeping the original drivetrain. Just going through and correcting some things on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Like
great.
the gauges didn't work. It had
Well, it's been sitting probably for a while, right?
Yeah, it had, manifold issues and everything like that. Dan put all new manifolds, everything.
Okay.
It running beautiful. We're gonna re-black out everything the way he wants. He did not want a full rotisserie. Again,
Sure.
this is exactly what he wanted. I prefer nice straight things and straight lines, and I like to have that just really nice look, but he wanted it like the factory look, the caulking and stuff.
I mean, like we said, there's limits, you know what I mean? And you can easily go into the six figures on some of these restorations.
Absolutely.
And it may not be worth it
Absolutely.
for some cars.
Absolutely.
You know, if it's a Daytona, Dodge Daytona, only so many made for sure. That's worth it, right? Great cars, don't get me wrong, love these.
Well, this will be his daily, believe it or not.
Well, even better.
Yeah.
I like it even better.
Yeah, this guy has 40 cars, so he just wants to have this car, start it up, drive it every day, take his son to school and back, and that's what he wants. And he wants it to look nice, but still drivable and on the street every day.
Paint, you know, shiny paint and everything causes stress sometimes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I know that.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
let's check out some of the other stuff you're working on.
All right, perfect. The Hamiltons bought this, and they were going to end up selling it. It's a 84 K5,
so, yes.
84
I love the
K5,
K5s. Okay.
Scottsdale version.
Okay, yeah, got a little bit of Swiss cheese here.
You know what?
Yeah,
It's in super good shape.
Overall,
We got a few panels we're going to put in. We had Premier come out to our dealership. They blasted this right in the back, took care of everything for us. We didn't have to take it anywhere. They came right to us. So, yeah, you know, a few sheet metal pieces and that, and then we're gonna, we're gonna bring it back to life, aren't we?
All in all, real solid truck.
Yep.
Yeah, overall, and
Made for
really
the
only this
age.
one spot. You know,
Right.
that's not too bad.
No.
No.
Huh. But you got several projects in the works, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Dan's building things, and,
Yeah.
you know, getting things running again and whatnot. Wow, pretty impressive. So really, you can do anything in-house, paint and everything.
I will fabricate the original stuff and make it probably better than just buying aftermarket metal or something. I try to always make it. Right? I'm an old school guy. I just make a lot of things.
So would you say?
This Ford Bronco. It's a '96. We are finishing this one up right now.
Look over here. Okay.
We did full interior, all new seat covers,
Okay.
carpet, every single thing. If bolts come out, they break, we re-tap them, we put them all back together, you know, and try to do it. We try to give somebody a one price, and whatever it is, we just are taking care of it. We don't like to nickel and dime anybody. So,
It's always better to be straight up right from
Yeah.
the get-go, you know?
yeah, this didn't have a hood pad, and I tried to dress it up a little bit by doing a two-tone like the outside, inside. You know, he's a detailer, this guy, so he's like, just leave everything alone, but I really couldn't, so I had to start detailing, you know.
And you're making some other special things for this.
I am. So
Okay.
everybody who,
And you said this was a 96?
I think it is a
Late
96,
90s, yeah, Bronco.
All right, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
The emblems on the fenders.
Okay.
Obviously says Bronco XLT. So
Sure.
I do think a little different than a lot of people. And I wanted to make him his own handmade emblems. So he calls the truck Berta. He's had this truck since he was 16 years old. Him and his dad bought it. He'll never get rid of it.
Okay.
And he absolutely, you know, we all name our vehicles, you know. And so I'm surprising him. So I had acrylic. I made the back plate just like this, and then I took stainless steel to a company that water jet, and they cut out the letters Berta, made a stencil, the XLT and everything, and these are basically like, this is the stencil, and so I can put the stencil on my black acrylic, stick all the letters down, and then this is the product that I'm doing right now. I poured epoxy over everything.
Oh my gosh.
And so I will cut these out of here, machine them, polish them all up, and he will have 100% handmade, one of a kind. So the truck's the same color as you want in factory and everything like this. It's gonna look shiny, it's gonna look nice, but when it's at that, you know, our typical little car shows or whatever, people are gonna go, where'd you get those? And he's got the only set because I made it for him, and it says Berta 2.0.
Right on.
I do that for a lot of different things for people.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the one-of-a-kind touches for sure.
I try.
Man, yeah. It's a handful.
It is. It is. And all this is really a lot of me. This body and everything and everything like that. But I haven't found quite the right person that's going to be able to fit with me on this.
So Dan, if we were gonna do, everything, a lot of resto mod stuff these days,
Okay.
right? And if we were gonna do a Mustang or something like this, and if we wanted to put a 700 horsepower engine in here and modern drivetrain, we could do that, eh?
Yeah.
Do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
whatever the customer wants, and it's
That's
cool.
awesome.
It's cool to be able to do the modern fuel injection and swaps and all that.
Sure.
But it's cool now that I'm seeing a lot of younger generation, because I'm in my late 40s.
Okay.
Younger guys are liking to restore the old cars. You open an old car hood and there's a carburetor, it scares people away.
It does,
But
yeah.
now you see a newer generation that are kind of like, well, that was kind of cool, let's do that. And you don't run into a lot of guys that even want to touch that stuff anymore. Myself, I
true.
don't mind. I mean,
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of the computer stuff, to be honest
exactly.
with
A
you.
lot of people are.
Yeah.
It's
I like the simplicity. Oh,
it
look at that
gets
sparkle.
scary because of the money wise.
Sure, yeah.
But then, you on the other hand, you have somebody, just get rid of that carburetor, which they were around for many, many years. And,
For sure, yeah. Well, I think a lot of people want that drivability where they can turn the key and it just
is
runs.
nice. It is nice.
I mean, when I'm starting my old stuff and it's cold out, I got to
Exactly.
feather it a little bit and warm
But
it
it
up.
sounds cool, right?
But yeah.
That's how I have
And
to get
can
out of
actually
bed,
work on
man.
it,
I have to
you know?
warm.
I mean, we
I have
need
to warm
spark
up
and
just
fuel,
to crawl out of bed
You
someday.
have to have a good balance.
For sure. Yeah, and I mean that's where your work and your customers are going to come from.
Yeah.
They're going to see that.
Yeah.
And eventually, you cut corners. That stuff catches up to you.
yeah. Absolutely.
And that's when shops close and things. But
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you guys are really taking the time to do it right. You
Yeah.
know? And I've seen some of your work. So
And
I
it's
know.
thank you. I appreciate it. Honestly, I really do.
Yeah, man.
I
Absolutely.
really do appreciate it. I really enjoyed doing the air grabber. What is it called?
Yeah, it was an air grabber box that you did for me,
you.
and top notch, man. Wow, blew me away, actually.
I appreciate
But
that. Really do.
yeah, so obviously he's got other projects in the works and stuff like that, and we could spend a lot of time talking about them. And I plan to stop back up here, when you're doing some other things.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
talk a little bit more about some drivetrain stuff and
yeah.
things. But I really appreciate that you guys are doing this. You're local, but you're doing top quality work. You have the facility and everything. And you're keeping a lot of these cars back, on the road. I mean, that's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, real quick. The 53 Chevy was here. We know him, Frank Buscemi, and the wood bed was completely rotted out.
Yeah.
You know what? I brought all my woodworking machines in. I made all new oak boards for him, everything like that. I stained them, I clear coated them, installed them. I even made these really cool brackets so there's no bolts visible, so the studs go through the wheelhouse, and so you don't see any heads of the bolts. And but yeah, I'll do, if it's woodworking, if it's repairing the Gadat, I have interior guy, whatever it is.
But I mean, if you can't, you'll be straight up and say, look, I can't, or it's going to cost you too much, or it's not worth it, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I mean, honesty, in my opinion, is the best policy.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't hurt to be honest, because you're going to dig yourself a hole you can't get out of.
Yeah, it makes it
So
real
you
rough.
might as well get it right out there.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I go right to it and tell them this. And
it's actually Frank's truck that you just finished that kind of spurred me to come down here and talk with you. And you had already done some work with Chuck's car.
Yeah,
and
Chuck
that
Jewell.
came out great, and he's like, man, you got to go check out what Ron's working on.
Yeah, that silver Roadrunner, right? It's just
beautiful car though, man, and you matched it really well, and it looks really good.
Yeah, so we did that in Jack Castle. We did Jack Castle's car.
Yeah, Scamp.
So that was an insurance job.
Okay.
So we went through his insurance company, everything like this, got it all. So we also will do the insurance work on an older car. We took care of everything for him, and so we're done and over with.
So Hamilton Chevrolet, right? We're at 14 and Mound, right?
Right on the corner.
Warren, Michigan.
Yep.
They could find you guys on the website or whatever.
It's all out there,
It's
everything
all
like
out there.
that.
So I'll post some information down below on the channel on this video, so you guys can look at that, and then you can always give Ron a call or Dan a call, ask them questions, whatever, and you never know, you might come on down here and get something restored or get something worked on, and you'll get some top-notch work. So really appreciate you guys watching the channel. I want to thank you for talking with me, man.
no problem, man.
Awesome, dude.
Thanks again.
And you
Appreciate
got
it.
Man. Thanks for having me down here.
Oh, yeah.
And then hit that subscribe button. You know, we got a lot more things. I mean, it's winter time, so we got a lot of different projects and stuff.
Yeah.
We're working on Autorama and things, but hit that subscribe button. It really does help me. And we'll bring you some more from the Detroit area, and then we'll talk to you later. Thanks.